Alright, guys. Hello. Welcome back to another stepping stone. I am feeling really nervous and really cringe. Okay, so I'm in China and I'm on a walk, if that wasn't obvious. And today I want to talk about a little something called the Let Them theory. So, the Let Them theory is an audiobook by someone named Mel Robbins, and it has a very important and applicable lesson for probably any one of us. And the basics of it is to accept what you cannot control and focus on what you can control, which is your own actions, your own responses to things. So for example, I feel anxious about vlogging in public, and people like to stare at me. And so, oh my gosh. And so basically, if I were to apply the Let Them theory, I would basically let people do and think what they want. I can't control what people think. I can't control the thoughts that come up in their mind. I can't control if they stare at me. It is what it is. And essentially, if I were to apply the Let Them theory, I basically just accept that it's out of my control. And then I take a deep breath. I let my amygdala, I don't know where it is, maybe right here in my brain. I take a deep breath and I let my amygdala calm down. The amygdala is a part of the brain that tries to protect you. It tries to protect you from situations that might be dangerous. And that extends to social situations, right? And so you take a deep breath, and the second part is let me choose how to respond. And for me, basically the reason I'm bringing this up is because, I listened to this audiobook a little while ago, probably like maybe a year ago, but I feel like I've finally reached a point where I can very organically and naturally put it into practice. And I feel like it's getting easier and easier. I feel like for most people, the hard part isn't intellectual. Like, it's pretty obvious, right? I think the hardest part is emotional. Part of why I'm filming this video right now on a walk is because I want to walk by a bunch of people in public, because I know that it's going to feel pretty uncomfortable and it's going to challenge me. It's going to push my comfort zone. It's going to be difficult to maintain my train of thought and to not feel super cringe and anxious and to not get stared at. And I feel like I can essentially show you the Let Them theory in practice. Let me show you what I mean. As soon as I turn the camera, that lady stops staring.
Sawadika. Practicing my Thai.
I know. I ran into my girlfriend. Oh my gosh, this feels so... This felt a lot better in my head. It feels a little disorganized and disheveled. But that's okay. And that's part of it too, right? Like, I feel like intellectually it's easier, but emotionally in practice it's hard. Like, it can feel really overwhelming to not try to control things. But ultimately, if people stare at me, if people judge me, there's nothing I can really do. And I feel like that's been very tough for me for a very long time. but I also feel like it's finally feeling more attainable and feeling more natural, and I feel good about that. And I feel like as I make more videos, I'm getting better and better at accepting, alright, like, let them, like, people, there are going to be people who don't want to watch, there are going to be people who don't resonate, there are going to be people who judge me, who think I'm cringe, who think I'm weird, whatever, right? I let them, I take a deep breath and I let me do it anyway. I let me do whatever feels right for me. And I feel like one of the hardest things lately is with the frequency with which I upload, and also a lot of like the topics and the nature of the videos I'm uploading. I feel like a lot of them are just like topics that people might find really uninteresting or really weird or boring or unentertaining or mundane, but I feel like I'm kind of realizing that's okay. Like, I want my ultimate compass to be like, is this a video that I genuinely want to make, or that I genuinely want to share, whatever it might be, whether it's a vlog or a live stream or a short or anything really. And I feel like that's been really tough for a very long time, but I also feel like I'm at like the cusp of like a golden age, you know? Like, I feel like I have been feeling way more relaxed and at ease and just natural, and just it feels more and more authentic to be authentic. It feels more and more natural, and I feel like there's less cognitive dissonance. Like, I'm making videos that I just want to make, and even if no one watches them, it still feels worthwhile. I still feel proud. I still feel like it's really funny or really entertaining, or it's has some sort of value. If not for anyone else, for myself. And the intellectual part is easy. The emotional part is the hardest, and you know, I need to let myself just accept how I feel, accept that it's hard. It's not about brute forcing and pushing yourself way beyond your limits and being unkind and uncompassionate with yourself. I really do believe it's about accepting yourself where you're at, pushing yourself just a little, 1%, whatever it is, and trusting yourself, believing yourself. And you know, this video was not the super epic, inspiring, I guess. It didn't play out the way I thought it would. In my head, it was going to be super epic. I was going to like perfectly talk about things as like these crazy things are happening, and I was just going to be like, oh, like everyone's staring at me, let me. But none of that came to fruition. And that's all right. It's helpful for me to just kind of vocalize these things, these lessons in my journey of authentic being, and in pursuing my dreams to create a YouTube channel that is focused on inspiring people to be more curious, connected, and understanding of themselves, each other, and the world around them, so they may lead a more authentic, healthy, and fulfilling life. Be unafraid to dream and be unrelenting in the pursuit of their dreams. That is my mission statement. And yeah, that's about it. I hope someone watched, and I hope someone found that entertaining. And yeah, that felt pretty uncomfortable, pretty cringe, but I'm glad I did it. I'm proud of myself. I pushed my comfort zone, and I practiced, and practice makes perfect. So if that, another stepping stone down. Peace.